Okay, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. Presenting before you this wonderful tutorial is Habib Kliman. To those of you that are new to this channel, consider subscribing and also hitting the like button. So today we are going to do a question under interval notation, and of course what we are going to do is simply to try to highlight what interval notation is all about. Okay, let's get started. Now, let me try to give you a little bit of some concepts under this topic. There are certain brackets that will be given to you. If you see brackets like this one, like that, then they put a 2, comma, then they put, let's say, a 4. What this simply means is that on the real line, 2 and 4 are included, and that 2 and 4, upon being added into the function of f of x, the function of f of x is going to be defined. When you're given a question with these brackets, this means that on the real line, where you have real numbers, 2 and 4 are not included. They are not included on the real line. Why? Because 2 and 4, upon being inserted into the function of f of x, they will make the function of f of x undefined. So that is what you're supposed to know. Alright, let me try to draw to clear my board. Okay, so we have that particular question. Let's just try to write the real line. Alright. So in this case, they're saying let x equal to that interval, and we're told that is the universe set, where we have this particular set A, set B, set C, then we're being told those are the subsets of x. So I'm going to draw the real line. So this is going to be my real line. Okay. From this, okay, my highest number is simply, I'm told this is a 0. Okay, this is a 0 because we all have positive numbers. Okay, then we have a 10 here. Now look at this. From 10 we have 8 here. From 8 we have 6 here. From 6, which one is the highest number? We have 4. I can put my 4 here. From 4 we have 3. I can put my 3 here. From 3, what number do I have? I have 2. From 2, I have 1. Alright, so this is my real line. Now, I'll need to plot those figures on the real line. How do I plot the figures on the real line? Very simple. Let me just try to use another pen. Now look at this. I will start with the universals. Let me start with the universal set. X, we are using these brackets, which simply means that 0 and 10 are included. So whenever 0 and 10 are included, what are we supposed to use. Is it an open circle or a closed circle? Of course, it's going to be a closed circle. So I'm going to put my closed circle here. I'm going to shade like that, and then I'm also going to shade at 10 like that. And of course, I can now get my rule and utilize it like that. Alright, I can therefore say that this set is simply X. Now we get to A. A is simply some set from 1 to 4, but both 1 and 4 are included. So I'm going to put a closed circle here at 4. Then I'm also going to put a closed circle at 1 like that. Of course, I'm going to get my rule and draw my line like that. And of course, I can name this particular set as A. B is simply some open circle at 2 and open circle at 8. So I'm going to have my open circle here at 2. I'm also going to have an open circle at 8. So this is an open circle at 8. Then I can get my rule and utilize it. Alright, so this is my rule. Let me just get my, what's this, my rubber, so that I can be able to draw something that is going to be sensible. Alright, so I can have an open circle here. Now look at this. I can name this set as set B. How about set C? Set C has got a closed circle at 3 because we're using these brackets. So I'm going to write a closed circle here like that. Then I'm going to write an open circle at 6 like that. And of course, I'm able to draw this. I draw my line. Alright, so from here, I can therefore say that this is going to be my C. Now look at this. The first question is simply saying we find the complement of B. Now look at this. B complement. How is B complement going to be? So I'm going to go at B. Then where B is ending, I'm going to write my B complement like that. And at the same time where B is ending on my right, I'm also going to write a B like that. This is how you write B complement. Then I'm going to get my rule. Now look at this. When I get my rule, I'm going to write a line which is going to move in this direction and a line which is going to move in this direction. So my B complement is this particular setup. So it's going to move from, now look at this, since at first this was an open circle, so it's going to be closed. So in this case, it's going to come from some point 0, 2. Since 2 wasn't included, it's going to be included this time around. Union. Even here, 8 wasn't included, so we're going to include it in the real line because we're dealing with the complement. And of course, this is going to be 10 like that. Okay, so let me just try to make this correction so that I don't confuse people. Whenever I'm dealing with the complement, take note of that. Whenever I deal with the complement, when something was included in the first place, it should not be included in the complement. So in this case, 0 was included before the complement, so this time around it won't be included. 10 was included before the complement. This time around it won't be included. So this is just how we solve this particular question. All right, so this is for I. The second question is saying we find A intersection. I'm going to answer the first three. A intersection B. So look at this. Let me just use another pen. Okay. Look at this. A intersection B, where A and B are intersecting, that is the answer. So you find that A and B are intersecting at this particular point. Okay, just that we are not that accurate, but it's supposed to be at 2 and at 4. So this area, this particular area, this is where A and B are intersecting. So in this case, 2 wasn't included in B, but 2 is included in A. 4 is both in A and in B. So in this case, how we are going to write this one is like this. Look at this. Here we have an open circle. It means that 2 is not in B, but 2 is in A. So A intersection B is simply 2, 4 complement, for included. Okay, very simple to interpret. Okay, very simple to interpret. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So hope this is clear. All right, let's continue. Okay, so that is how we go about solving this particular question. All right, so we have done the first question. So let me just get my room. Okay, so this was the answer for the first question. This is going to be our answer for the second. All right, let's answer the third question. So for the third question, they're saying A and B intersection. A intersection B complement. So A intersection B complement, let me just try to get my pen. Let me use, which color? Let me use blue. So look at this. So where A and B are intersecting, now we find the complement. So our complement for A and B, so A intersection B complement is going to be from this particular point up to this end. Also from here we say A intersection B complement This is going to start from this point going this end. All right, so we can therefore say that A intersection B complement is going to equal to, so this is 0, 2 was included, 2 wasn't included in the first place, union 4 was included, so it won't be included this time around, 10 was included, so it won't be included this time around. Let me just wrap that. So this is just how we solve these particular questions. They're very simple. If you find this video helpful, consider subscribing and also hitting the like button. Thank you so much.